Hello, internet friends. My name is Bay. Welcome back to more Final Fantasy XVI, But I'm Bad, a series that, if you stuck with it, either live or in the VOD chunks form, has been quite the journey. I think that journey is coming to an end soon enough. We only have so many more little bits left. We finished all the hunts, and I don't know if there's any more side quests after this, but we're gonna find out. Hello. Hello, what you got here? Great, wonderful. Uh-huh, very good.
The Undying are not the only secret fellowship in this realm, you know. There are others, each working for their own ends. Why, not so very long ago, a society committed to discovering how one might cast magics without a catalyst was found to be operating throughout Valisthea. They were denounced as heretics, rooted out, and driven from our shores, never to be seen again.
Hello, Gorek. Hello. How are you doing today, sir? We don't have a whole lot of this game left, as I was just yammering about. But we'll see, because it might give us like 12 more side quests here soon, and then, you know, haha.
My lord, your grace. I hardly recognize you. I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix and his shields. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady, perhaps you could explain a little more? What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both. Alas, he did not live. Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts remain incomplete.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these works in progress. But with his grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed, I had little choice. You are grown men now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it. It is found in the bellies of elder griffins, you see.
Of course.
We do at least know where to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's Wake, not far from here.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken question, yes. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements since you were but a boy. Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield?
So it's another hunt.
It would surely make your father proud.
What say you, Joshua?
What else?
The griffin your father meant to slay is currently nesting in Titan's wake, not far from here. Slay it in his stead, and claim the Heartstone that he could not.
Seems like we're going after
Titan's wake is
a
to the
hunt.
south of here. But we must not be hasty. The good lady has been disappointed once already.
Ah, yes, indeed. We just ride over there, I think. I don't know if anything else is supposed to happen along the way or whatnot. So one final hunt, essentially. I mean, Final Fantasy games have always been about boss fights, right? It's kind of the whole point. It's a bit of the whole point. So I have to go the other way.
Faster!
The route looks a little confusing because the marker looks like it's closer from the other direction. That's because there's that jut out in this wraparound. No, I don't want to fight any stinky orcses.
Have care.
They should have care. There's 16 levels above them. In other Final Fantasy titles, if you were to bump into a mob that lower than you, it would just immediately go back. Oops. Can't really turn very well on a chocobo. Okay. Wait, is this the Jabate? Nope. Making sure it wasn't the little dip.
Eyes peeled, Joshua.
Oh, it's just right there. Oh, it's a regal. Well, all right then. Smug.
For House Rossfield.
A witch's ladder. That's just summoning a freaking tornado? Whoa! That was off the screen. Well, I would like to parry it, but I haven't seen its moves before. Which is ladder again. Summons another freaking tornado. And again. Was that Joshua? Did Joshua just get flung up into the air? I think he did. Which is ladder for the 9th time. Oh, wow. I don't know if I can parry that one. That looked weird. I can parry the regular attack, of course. Well, that felt okay. Well, that was just a will break. In my face! Literally can't see it. You ever hear you? Good job. Very excellent job. All right. Big combo coming in. Whoa, Joshua. Fire laser. Yeah, see, it doesn't give a full bar even during stagger. Oh, I guess stagger just ended. Kingslayer. There we go. And again. Eudemus. Witch's Ladder for the 4th time. Ah, that's tough. Punched. Stunned. And done. Not. Did it not? Oh my, it has no health. Joshua, get it. Get it, Joshua. Brother dearest. Never mind.
Farewell.
Oh, he was shooting a fireball, but I was dodging. Ah, the Hearthstone. Griffins suffer something akin to the crystal's curse. Their flesh slowly turns to stone over a lifetime of channeling ether. Unlike bearers, however, the effect is far more gradual and limited to a sac around their hearts. The slower progress of petrification resulting in the formation of a gemstone of rare beauty. One quick moment. Well, my shirt has changed, and through the magic of editing, almost an hour has passed since I paused the recording momentarily. There's been some tech issues. I'm just going to finish this quest, and then it'll pause again, even though you won't notice it if you're watching this on YouTube. And then we'll come back to it later.
Is this the Hearthstone?
I expect Lady Goditha will know.
We're just going to do this. I don't want to miss any dialogue. We're going to head back. And after a brief load screen, before turning this quest in, we'll walk up the stairs.
Oh, thank the Founder you were safe. The Griffin is slain then?
And the Hearthstone claimed.
Yes, this radiant luster like frozen flame. It is just as your father described it. Thank you, my lord. Your grace. Your father would be so proud.
Lady Goditha, the lapidary is ready.
Thank you, Cyril. I will be with him shortly. If you would excuse me, I shall have the stone cut and set forthwith.
Alrighty. It's going to be just a treasure to put up in my room, isn't it? Not going to be actually a equipment item, I imagine. Hello, welcome back.
The armbands are complete. Pray, take them. They are yours, after all. Hearthstone is harder and more enduring than garnet, or even ruby. It symbolizes unwavering will and devotion. And the graven vines encircling the stone represent the unbreakable bonds between you.
Okay.
It's a message. Father knew we had enemies both inside and outside the duchy. Enemies who would thwart his vision. Only with unwavering devotion would it ever be realized.
And only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield, as brothers in arms, only then might those enemies be overcome.
Indeed. His Grace knew the enormity of the task he would entrust to you, his heirs. But this was more than just a message. It was a promise. That he would always be with you.
Thank you, Lady Goditha, for remaining the steadfast custodian of our father's will.
Forgive me, my lady, but there is something I don't quite understand. The Undying told me that after Father died, Mother claimed all of the ducal treasures for her own. Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have overlooked them. So, how were you able to keep them from her?
Because I was the keeper of the vault.
Oh.
Though I was but a lowly servant, your father spoke to me of his intentions for the bands, of the deep love he had for both of you, and his hopes for your future. In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewelry be sent away from the castle. It was then that I knew she meant to betray us. I tried to warn your father, but it was too late. When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled into the night.
And thank the Founder you did.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. Not knowing what else to do, I followed the Griffin, thinking I might claim the Heartstone on its passing. And so my pursuit continued, until Lord Cyril appeared before me. He informed me that His Grace's will had been recovered, and that his sons were alive and well.
Lady Goditha, on behalf of my father and all the people of Rosaria, I thank you for your loyal service.
As do I.
Thank you, my lord. Your Grace, for coming back to us, for giving my service meaning.
Oh, it actually is an item.
I remain your faithful servant, my lord.
Is it really an item? Oh! I'm locked here momentarily. Oh, it's not better though. Because I mean, it's more HP, but it really doesn't do anything. Fashioned after those pictured adorning the wrists of the mythical founder in ancient engravings. That's a run-on sentence. Oh my God. Archduke Elwyn intended to gift these bands to his beloved sons upon their coming of age, that they might serve to remind them of the unbreakable bonds they share as proud scions of the ducal line. This sentence just keeps going. And the unwavering devotion that would be required to see their duty done. Say duty. Oh my goodness. No, thank you for the host, Tia. The platform has been having a rough day of it today. And hopefully you didn't actually just make it explode. It definitely hiccuped there for a little bit. The recording will be fine, of course. But yeah, I tried streaming almost 2.5 hours ago, and it was not good. Were you having issues today? I saw you playing some Final Fantasy XIV. Oh, you see it in chat as the host message. That's it, though. I don't have any things that yell at you on my stream or anything like that. You had in-game issues, not sure about stream. Oh. Interesting. I had plenty of issues earlier. I had to restart my software, reboot my hardware, hard power cycle, my modem. It was a time. Yeah, you could use my noggin for OBS setting stuffs at some point. Well, we can definitely talk about it. Sorry. Oh, we're gonna walk into a cutscene. That's why we were locked there.
Suit you well.
I'm not even wearing them.
It must be gratifying to finally receive the inheritance that was denied you for so long.
It is. And we thank you for the part you played, Cyril.
If you would permit me to play my part a little longer, might I suggest that you make your way to your father's memorial atop Hawk's Cry Cliff? Let him see that you have received his blessing, and that his vision lives on in you.
I suppose it would be churlish not to. What do you say, Clive? Shall we pay your father a visit?
I think we should. I was hoping to be able to offer him my thanks before we left for Origin.
Your father's helm is enshrined there. It has been since the day we recovered it from Phoenix Gate. I prithee claim it, for it too is a part of your inheritance, and I do not doubt that your father would prefer it in your hands than perched upon some lonely rock.
Thank you, Cyril. Come on, Clive. He's waiting.
Oh, we're going to our father's memorial now. And that's way back in Rosaria, right? Oh, maybe we'll get to finally go here, because that's still locked off. The Hero's Bluff. All right. It's still closed for some reason. Oh, so this is fortunate. Right before I started re-recording again.
Wavering will and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough?
To save the world? Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemies? Of that I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now.
There are so many random enemies right now. Holy crap.
But perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us would have made all the difference.
Oh yeah, so you can do that. You can drift on your chocobo. No one told me this in almost 80-ish hours of playtime. That instead of doing this weird slow turn, you're supposed to do this.
It's just back
There's
there.
even a speed boost. Oh, here we go. Actual cutscene.
Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
We won't lay you down.
Onward then.
Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
Quest complete, but also after we do a bunch of chronoliths. Because if I can get at least something done right now. The rusted battle helm. This goes onto the trophy wall. Archduke Elwin's helm, worn during his victorious campaign to quell the Northern Uprising. War is coming, my boy. We must make ready. All right. That was neat to see Elwin sort of standing off camera momentarily there. Wait, joining hands with Joshua. Joshua has joined Clive's party and will remain with him until departing for Origin. Oh. Like, fully in my party now? Huh. I guess if you would have left a bunch of side quests. I wonder how many side quests you could just leave, or how many hunts you could leave. And then this is still locked off. That's so weird. Yeah, I wonder how many... Oh, okay. And okay, like I said, I wonder if the game will give us any more side quests. Immediately gives us a side quest. Back at the hideaway we go. Oh, is it a missive that is delivered the side quest to? It is indeed a missive. It is a missive. Can we make that last sword yet? I didn't even look.
So what do I owe the honor?
Probably should check. We can. We did need that dark steel. That's what it was. That's what it was indeed. Well, final sword of the game, I'm pretty sure. Might as well make it. Although I don't think it affects any of the chronoliths because they have a set loadout. Right?
Should last you a good while.
So there is the last sword. We are wearing... The thing is, we don't have another... So... It's a similar model to what we had before, but it... So the blade is now dark steel black. And the hilt is also... Okay. So it's basically just an upgraded visual of the previous sword that had the same model. Okay. Now, if we do this... That does not... So is there not an achievement for wearing full yellow, like, legendary gear? I thought there was. Maybe not. We tried it twice now, and nothing procced. So... Oh well. Let's go read that missive. Because this side quest only appeared now after everything else. Hello, Oscar. How close are we to all the treasures? Because we still have more treasures, right? There are still 2 more. So there isn't going to be one that's going to pop up after the end of the game, I don't think. There's our father's helmet. Archduke Elwin's helm, worn in his victorious campaign to quell the Northern Uprising and later laid to rest in his memorial stone. Now it sleeps in Clive's chambers, a constant reminder of the bravery and selflessness of a man in whose footsteps he and his brother mean to follow. Yep. That's a cool design, except for... I never understood... I guess it was always defense over function. Because the... Oh, good gracious. The eye slats would limit your vision, wouldn't they? A hideaway welcome. Etta seems fond of the silver bow we gave her. So much so, she's been taking to setting it atop her belly as she rests. To hear her tell it, the rascal kicks something fierce when she does, too. Sounds like we have another fighter on our hands, and none too soon. I can hardly wait to teach our newest little curse breaker everything I know, though I suppose we can all celebrate first. No need to get ahead of ourselves now. Or that he might not even be a curse breaker. We don't know that. A note of thanks from Cyril, the bearer of the burning quill. My Lord Marquis, I write to thank you for your kind consideration to have shown... the kind consideration you have shown for those whose names are written in the pages of the Book of Martyrs. I know that it would move them deeply to know that the first Shield of the Phoenix laments their passings. Though each and every member of our order stands ready to sacrifice their lives in service of the Phoenix, I do not doubt that those who are taken before their time go with regret for the long years of duty left undone. That they should live on in that memory of a proud son of House Rossfield, such as yourself, shall surely go some way to soothing their sorrows. Will it, though? The Wages of Fate from Joshua. Do you remember what you told me that night at Phoenix Gate? That while the fate of Rosaria sits on my shoulders, the fate of its dominance sits upon yours? Was that actually in-game dialogue or just something that was off-screen? But are we not both dominants of fire? Does not the fire of our forebears burn in both our hearts? Should I not protect you as you have protected me? You have chosen to be my shield, and let me choose to be yours. Is this not what Father wanted, what Sid wanted, to cast aside fate and forge our own paths? Grant me this, Clive. Let me be your strength. Alright, so Joshua's, like we've been saying for a while, totally not making it out of this. And concerning Jill, another one from Joshua. Though her icon brought her much suffering, the loss of Shiva weighs heavy on her heart. We will be poor friends indeed if we would not seek to lighten that burden, even but only a fraction, before we depart for the skies. I would speak on this more in private. So, since Jill turned over her icon willingly, she probably can't prime anymore, although both for Garuda and Titan, they still could, but they just kind of went crazy. I guess that's the thing. That's what we're scared about when Dion does it.
If Joshua's worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
Yeah, in theory, every dominant can still prime, but they lose their control. Yeah. Yeah, they lose their control. Yeah, the concern for Dion again is that he would just turn into Bahamut and then just be Bahamut. He wouldn't be Dion piloting a giant dragon suit. He would just be Bahamut. Yeah. We shall see. Okay, Joshua. I got your letter.
Joshua, I read your message. You're right. Jill is different. I don't think I'd realized how different, but since we returned from Drake's spine, I felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To let her know that we still need her. Now more than ever. That you still need her. But how to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, He had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive? I can't say my travels ever took me back to Man's Hill. I'm curious to see how it has fared.
Well, we will teleport over there and go find out, shall we? That's the inaccessible area. I was asked, how is the 100% coming? It is 40 out of 50. So by my math, 10 trophies away, but only 64%. Because reasons. Also, here's a question.
Come on.
So, I just brought this up because I was just here. Where's the turn? Oh, it's right next to me. But why did no one tell me about this? Did you know about this out there? That you can drift and have a speed boost when you're riding Ambrosia?
That's it.
Did you do this? And get stuck on walls and stuck on walls. Oh. It's just not, it's just right here. Well, it looks like they're all dead.
This is the place, but
I'm sorry, Clive.
there's nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
They've been blighted.
We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but it's the only place I know of. Knew of.
Then why not ask someone who might know of another?
Someone at the backyard. To the hideaway, then.
Oh, or see if we can grow one, maybe? We also just got the achievement for just going to every place in the game. Looking over an area like this gives me some Dark Souls 3 vibes. Alright, so we're going to the hideaway to go back to the... We're going to the backyard. This side quest is all about growing this flower.
Let's hope one of the gardeners knows where to find snow daisies.
Yeah. This is a lot of just back and... I'm stuck on what? Hello? Game? Alright, cool. The camera was stuck, it felt like? I was just too close to the side and the camera wouldn't let you move. I'm trying to race car around these corners, I guess.
Oh, what brings you down from the heavens, Sid?
I need your advice. Joshua and I are looking for a place where snow daisies grow. Preferably in abundance.
Snow daisies. Then you'll want somewhere not too hot and not too cold. And where the winds are strong enough to carry the seeds. I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start.
Well,
there in the Royal Meadows, perhaps?
Yep.
Both have similar climbs and the right elevation. if the Blight hasn't claimed them yet.
Right. Thank you.
Well,
Did you learn where we might find our flowers?
The gardener here mentioned the royal meadows in Sambrak.
Ah, the fields beyond Northreach. Well, if that's the case,
Oh.
then Yote was right. I recalled that she kept a record of our travels, you see. So I asked her if she'd perhaps noted anywhere that snow daisies grew, and she mentioned Oilefeist Bay.
Whose shores border the meadows. Off we go then.
a little more fast travel coming at you.
The winds that blow across the royal meadows from Oilefeist Bay are strong indeed. Strong enough for snow daisies, it seems.
Sure. World map me. All the way back up here. And yep. I guess going all the way through Northreach is the quickest way to get there. I wonder if there's any dialogue or anything that procs because of this.
And how might I help the garrison today?
And I'm the garrison today. Bah. Huh. But it's not a... Oh, there is a side gate over here. Like every time we were here before, we always had to run out the front gate.
Those things didn't fight like
The Duke has pledged to work with the people of Northreach to rebuild the Empire.
Better late than never.
What's up, Dingus?
Carla, the dame needn't worry. I am a man of my word, and I fully intend to keep it. So overzealous was I in my desire to see the Empire restored that I lost sight of what was truly important. The citizenry.
Okay. Oh, back up here again. I mean, if they're actually here, you may have seen them before. Considering we were here for, I don't know, 2 or 3 other side quests slash hunt.
Where do we even start?
Yote mentioned the coastline. We can start there.
Those aren't them. Are those them? Surrounded by all the enemies?
Look, brother. Do you see them?
I do see them.
And our friends.
And some doggos. Wait, why did you attack? Oh, that's not a parry. My butt. There's a parry. I'm just swinging my sword for that. No, get that. Ouch. Damn. Oh, 40 dogs biting my butt. I don't know if there'll be more. Nicely done.
Stay down. Help me, boy.
Nope, that was it.
What do you see, boy?
Mini boss coming in. Oh, random Minotaur. Minotaur?
Let's hope this is the last one.
It's just a random bull boy. That's for you. I dare you. Yep. Too bad. So sad. Become laser beamed. Lightning rod just fell away. Knew it was approach. Oh really? Oh, there are more. Hello, random wolves. Wah, bam, bam, bam. Bonk. Toss a rock at it. Bam, 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 bam.
That was harder than I expected. But found her.
It's still here.
It was worth it. They're beautiful.
Do you think Jill will like them?
She'll love them. Come on. Let's go.
Right back to it. Oh, yeah, okay.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
Jill is still way up there on my balcony. If I suddenly get to 75 follows on Kick, I will press the X button. Oh, what's that? Not enough follows instantly. Aw, shucks. That's too bad.
Jill, there's something I'd like to show you.
There is? And where might this something be?
It's, not here. Now, I know this is sudden, but how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
There are so many. This is what you wanted to show me. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough. We've been worried about you, Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or tried to?
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother. But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line. No one thought to ask me what I wanted. I was nothing to them. a pawn at best. I felt so trapped, so lonely.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks.
Hmm.
And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling.
Now flop around in the flowers and, you know, get ants in your pants. Oh.
Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
Mm-hmm.
No? What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you would always come for me. And you have. Again and again.
Where do you see us?
When all this is over.
I don't know. Not here, though. I think I've outgrown the twins. After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small. I'll need some space to spread my wings.
Then that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
I never was much good at garlands, but it'll have to do.
I'll treasure it forever.
Thank you, Clive. For this, the flowers, for everything. It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure.
Aw.
We should probably be getting back. I expect the others are wondering where we are.
You're right. There's still much to do.
And we'll do it together.
Quest complete.
Damn, getting to that last level is going to be rough. So a snow daisy garland, a fragrant diadem handwoven by Jill from flowers picked on the shores of Olfest Bay. It's Olfest, something like that, Bay. I never was much good at garlands, but it'll have to do. And Shiva's Kiss, a Song of Winter, Autumn Gone, from Frosted Lips, Oblivion. The Northern Nursery Rhyme. Reduces diamond dust cooldown by 7.5 seconds. It's a lot of cooldown reduction, but also just like I sleep. Yeah. You also ended the game at level 49. There was no shot. You'd have to farm a lot. It's like it's a aggressive amount of XP to get to level 50. That was a great little scene. Although there was no rolling around in the flowers. Oh, joining hands with Jill. Jill has joined Clive's party and will remain with him until departing for Origin. Wait, so are they both in the party now? Or can you have like a permanent party member for going out and doing hunts and stuff if you didn't already have them all done? Because I have them all done, so yeah. We can't talk in the open world. And New Game Plus, you hit level 50 after like 2 fights. You need to go back to the hideaway, then you have the whole team. Oh. So wait, is doing hunts later in the game even easier because you'd have Jill and Torgal and Joshua? Because we've done them all. Not like it really mattered. No offense. You just didn't, like, you did them all on the way. You would have a 4-man troop going out and doing stuff. Interesting. Party makeup has changed. Yep, look at, we're squatted up. I didn't have any hunts left to do them to. I have nothing. I don't think I have anything at this point except the chronoliths. I am assuming the last treasure I need is from doing all 7 of them. But due to the state of the internet today, I will wait and do those next. So what's other things we can do for bookkeeping? The greatest gift from Jill. Feels like a lifetime ago. It was a lifetime ago. That afternoon on Man's Hill was our very first adventure. But somehow I knew even then that it would not be our last. I will never forget that day and the simple fact that you have not either... Wait. And the simple fact that you have not either... Should be a comma there? Fills my heart with joy so fierce I cannot describe it. Since the moment we first met, you have always been an important part of me. The half that makes me whole. When times are darkest, you are my light. When I am lost, you are my guiding star. You are just what I need. You are all that I need. You are the greatest gift. Aw. And their story has taken a lot of time of this game, so that's super sweet. I'm not sure. Her signature down there just looks like... Is she a doctor? Doctor? Aww. So I have to diffuse the overwhelming emotional sweetness with a stupid joke.
It's not time yet, is it?
No. I still can't believe you remember that day on Man's Hill.
So long.
Our lives have been defined by loss, but our memories, those no one can take. And if they truly are the only things we can hold on to, then I want more.
So when this is over...
Let's travel the world and make new ones, and I will hoard them as a dragon does her gold. For my memories with you are the most precious of all. Aw. What a dork.
Right.
What an absolute dork. That puts us one treasure away, which I've been told is correct. So the last thing you get is from the chronoliths. The garland rekindles memories of a more innocent time and speaks of a love that can never fade. Yep, one more. Not sure where it would show up. There's a big chunk here in the very middle bottom. Also the giant shelf that only has one thing on it. We know where that last treasure comes from. I am being asked to go check my renown. 1 second, flashbang out. This is still question mark. Also flashbang out again. Clive.
Coin purse weighing you down?
No. I suppose I could...
You'll not find a better price than that. Finished, are you?
I've still got NPCs that have some dialogue. Hold on. That's the same one. He needs to get another one. We're locked in. That's the last bard song for the rest of the game, I guess. There's a low chance you aren't at the right number. Well, I mean, I've gotten everything from Renown.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
Yeah, everything's done. I'm at 31 Hundy. And that's everything. Yep. So there is 250 more than you even need. Unless there's some hidden thing.
One. All done?
You've already got that one. Yes, that is true. I have already got that one. We've gotten all the hunts. We gotta ask about Nectar's adventures, and thank you for the dance, of course. Sorry. Did you know where it came from? Nope.
I'm not from the forest.
I'm from the forest, certainly, but which forest?
Well, which forest?
I can't tell you that. It's a secret, Kupo.
Then what were you going to tell me?
Nothing. I was just making sure I hadn't said anything I wasn't supposed to. I just got you baited? You don't want to know, Kupo. Oh gosh, okay. That was it? Every hunt completed. Okay. So, was I going to check something? We're at 41 of 50, which is 65%. New PlayStation Plus games are available. Whoops. So, I mean, not earned is obviously getting everything else done. We have... I mean, there's not that many left. The 1.9% down here makes me feel like this is the Final Fantasy mode. I believe. We'll go by earned. Well, unless there's a hidden one for icons. So you don't have to flash the hiddens? Oh, well, yeah, I'm not looking at them. Like, all you can see is the earned amount. But clear the hunt board, collect the 6 signboards, obtain all items from your patrons, escape the darkness. So they got Never Coming Down, Fistful of Steel, Every Damn Sinew. We've got those. Upgrading all of our potency. The Promise, that's a story one. Spend Gil. Master all of a single icon's abilities. Then we have the Such Dodge, So Mega. Fatal Attraction, Packing Heat, Rod to Redemption, 100 MFPS. 100 megaflares per second. Those are all there. Harpocrates level 5. I guess we could go back to him. I don't know if we have any more lore to dump on him. Defeat an enemy, 50,000 damage while staggered. Done that. There might be a larger stagger window one. Defeat enemies while semi-primed. This is the Titanic counter twice in single battle. Titanic block to fend off 10 enemy attacks is done. Discharge 50 blind justice lightning balls. Pet Torgal 5 times. Easiest achievement of all time. We have 5 precisions for precision 6. Do you have I Am the Thunder? We have I Am the Thunder. And Cold Blooded. And Oh Snap. Well, if there's a Shiva one, I obviously haven't done anything with the Shiva icon abilities, so I would assume maybe Oh Snap might be Shiva oriented. Or no, or Cold Blooded might be. I guess they both could be, depending on if they want to use Snap as like a WoW term. Yeah, so I don't have... They're both Shiva. Okay. If I were to guess, I bet you one of them is to use her ult on a lot of mobs at once. Potentially. That's what I'm thinking there. Only 2 I'm missing. Okay. So we can't do them in the training hall. We have to do them in the real world. Can easily just swap out Titan for this. It doesn't really matter a whole lot. We haven't done anything with Shiva abilities, but I'm assuming that something has to be with Diamond Dust. We'll just pick up at least the base of all of these. We could just hit learn on all of these. Save some so I have to master because they usually cost a lot. So inflict permafrost on 10 enemies by perfectly dodging attacks with Cold Snap. So Cold Snap dodges. That's easy enough. Okay. So dodge a lot with Cold Snap. Just do that. Whoops. Shiva. We'll go with Diamond Dust and we mesmerize, I suppose. I don't know. Doesn't seem like I probably need the other ones. Do I have the Eureka trophy? Uh-oh. There's one called Eureka. Sort by. Probably have to go to all of them again. There is no... There's no alphabetical order. Yeah, we have Eureka. Yeah, the one where you spent all the gil? Yeah. Yeah, we spent all the gil. Yeah. Long. Yes, we do. to go dodge a bunch of stuff. Should be at 46 of 50 before the finale. Okay. Well, we gotta go somewhere. Oh yeah, I was looking at how much XP it is to level. 85,000 more. There are some encounters that give like 750 XP to level, but I mean, good luck. Where would be the... I mean, there's plenty of enemies in different places, but out here, there's just so many dudes roaming around. And then 45 of 50 before chronoliths. Yeah. A bunch of orcs right here. Get the whole squad. We are squad. Oh, this is going to be tough to get things done because there's going to be so much random extra damage going out. Oh, well. Rawr. I'm dodging. Oh, I have to actually dodge with circle. Oh, it's a... Oh, wow. It is a full-on slowdown AoE. Yeah. I thought it was just on the enemy itself, like the one I was fighting. Ow, my nipples. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna blast everything. I'm not even attacking. Oh. He was doing a wind-up swing. Owned. I don't want to fight the damn birds. Attack me, you crazy bird. Oh, they keep getting hit. Oh, I got kicked in the back of the head. There we go. There's oh snap done. It is a little bit Zawardo. You did both of these in the Shiva Chronolith because you did, I mean, that could have been a thing. That's true. Definitely could have done it there. But we have a little bit more time today. So getting these done right now is fine. So every game we play, we get to this point where we're at the end, almost at the end. So that's what we're kind of doing right now for a little bit more. And then we'll be back with more of the... We have to do the 7 big combat challenges. And then we do the end of the game.